It is an absolutely gorgeous day here at Greenwood Lake. Greenwood Lake is one of the largest lakes in New Jersey. It would actually be the largest, but half of it actually spans into New York State. So I'm actually at a park. Greenwood Lake is a public lake. There are sections of Greenwood Lake that are private, and behind me, actually across the water, you could see a wasting, which is one of the private sections of Greenwood Lake, and then they have a clubhouse and activities. But Greenwood Lake itself is a public lake, which means there's marinas, and you can rent boats and jet skis, as well as access the lake by this public park that I am in now, which I will post the name of down below. This park is one of the really fun things about it is not only is the view absolutely spectacular, as you can see behind me, but there is a really fun game of disc golf, which is played with like frisbees, and you have to throw the frisbees into these chain catch things. And it's just a super fun game. I know my son loves to play it out with his friends, and this is certainly a beautiful backdrop to be able to play disc golf. Greenwood Lake is actually a man-made lake. The New York side is natural, and then the New Jersey side was made by constructing a dam. This lake offers a lot of big sports, big boats, big sailing, big fish. There are marinas, there's a water park with all the big inflatables that you could go and enjoy. We are close by Warwick, New York. It's right up the road past Upper Greenwood Lake, and that is where you will find the Warwick Drive-In. There's wineries, there's orchards. Ox Orchards is one of my favorites with a lot of you-pick. You could go and pick your own strawberries, and in the Halloween holiday, you could go pick your own pumpkins. And there's farmers markets. Penning's is another farm that you could go to that has live music and craft beers. So there's a lot to do in Warwick. There's a little downtown. One of the great things about this area is that there is a bus from New York City. I can't say that it's going to be the quickest bus to get here. There's going to be stops, but there is public transportation from New York City to Greenwood Lake, New York. The real estate in Greenwood Lake and the surrounding area varies. If you're looking for houses that are right on the water, they are in very short supply. Right now, there's an inventory shortage across the board with real estate, and with the lakefronts, it is even compounded. So if you have any thoughts of being interested in a lake house, I'm Jennifer Ellis. I specialize in lake communities in northern New Jersey, Bloomingdale, West Milford, Ringwood, Sparta, Denville, and then we could go farther north, but these are the ones that are the easiest ones to get to from commuting wise, whether you're commuting from New York City or just need to get to work every day, and whether you're using it as a second home or a year-round residence. It's just a lot easier to get to the lake houses from whether you have to be at work or a meeting in the city or in an industrial park in Wayne. It's just proximity. There are some other fabulous lake communities that are farther north up into Sussex County, as well as, Pennsylvania and New York State, but that's a whole nother thing. The lakes that are in West Milford, Ringwood, Sparta, Denville, Rockaway are all lakes that are easily commutable, that you could live there comfortably as your primary residence and still be able to get to work, or as a second home. If you had a home in Florida or New York, you could still do some work if you needed to. Not that we're all about work. It's nice to be able to relax too, and that's what the benefit of having your own lake house is. It's just a really great way that if you are a busy person, if you have a lake house and have a short amount of time, you could go for a boat ride or go fishing for an hour. You don't have to get a trailer and put your boat in the water and do the whole thing. Like, you could enjoy your lake activities right in your own backyard, which is a really nice thing, to be able to stop the hustle and the bustle even for a short amount of time and enjoy what you're doing. And having your own lake house definitely offers that extra level of relaxation and being able to sort of step away from being busy all the time and to go read a book by the lakeside, or to go out in your kayak or on your stand-up paddleboard, or to go for a swim. So Greenwood Lake it's large. It's definitely the type of lake that if you had A big boat is good on Greenwood Lake. It does get busy on the weekends. There's going to be a lot more traffic on the weekends because the marinas get busy and people with their boating license can come and rent a boat and come out to Greenwood Lake. So Greenwood Lake has so many positives in that it's very large and again, very sporting, jet skis and big boats and a lot going on. You're right in the middle of everything, but it also could get a little, very active. So if you're not into having so much activity around, one of the smaller lakes in this area might actually be a better bet for you. And there's a lot of them that you've never even heard of in a million years. Off the top of my head, some of them: Pine Cliff Lake, Glenwild Lake, there's Wonder Lake, Camphy Lake, Lake Iosco is in Bloomingdale. So there's lakes that may actually fit your needs really well that you've never even heard of. And Greenwood Lake is really a super place to start. If you are into the big lakes with all the hustle bustle and the activity, Greenwood Lake has restaurants on it that you could boat to. Lake Apacon might be another really excellent option for you. Lake Apacon's got restaurants, and again, you could rent a boat on Lake Apacon and head out for the day. So Lake Apacon has coves and small neighborhoods in the coves. But again, very, very busy, a lot of big boat activity. And if you're into something a little bit quieter, maybe one of the smaller lake communities might actually work out better for you. So I'm Jennifer Ellis. I'm a lake community specialist with Coldwell Banker Realty in New Jersey. If you are interested in learning more, I do offer a lake house buyer's guide. I am also a lake house listing specialist. If you have a lake house that you're interested in selling, or if you would like to get on the wait list to find out when properties do come up. I think there are 9 lake houses in total right now, and I'm just using that as a snapshot. Half of them have contracts on them. So if you are interested in a lake house, even in the future, I definitely recommend that you get in touch with me now. Call, text, send me a message so that I know that you're looking, and as the new listings come up, I will send them over to you, as well as sending you my lake house newsletter, just giving you some of the tips and tricks about the best way to go about finding your dream lake house. Thanks for watching, and this is Greenwood Lake, New Jersey behind me.